Heck of a 40th year, huh, Mr. Barrios?
Yeah, it really was. It all began, I guess, with a couple of big wins, especially on the road. The fans rushing the field, as I mentioned, I hadn't seen that since 1973 when Tulane beat LSU for the first time in 25 years. And then, of course, the Cotton Bowl. It's just like a dream come true.
When you started in this booth and the many iterations of this Tulane radio booth, was there a moment that you can kind of look back to when you first started doing this and being the color analyst for Tulane, which you knew that this was something that you really enjoyed doing and you wanted to keep doing?
Yeah, I think it probably was my maybe my sixth year, that I really started to feel real comfortable doing it and realized that I wanted to do it. Felt it was a great way for me to stay connected with the team, contribute, what I could to the team, and it was just great being around the program in that way.
Now, November 17th, it's the final regular season home game here against SMU Thursday night. You knew ahead of time that you were going to be down the field at halftime, but
Right.
You didn't know what was coming. I told you it was going to be in celebration of your 40th, but that's all you really knew. So take fans through what happened after that when you got on the field at halftime.
Well, as I'm going down on the field at halftime, I'm thinking, I'm going to get a certificate, and Troy's going to thank me and shake my hand, and that was going to be it. Okay, so when I got down and he's there, and of course Tony was down there, and then the whole production started. It was just amazing. I was just totally blown away. It was so special to me, and I knew then that you had orchestrated this whole thing, and I was just so appreciative of all the work you put in.
That video and the tribute on the field was about half of what was being put in place for you. The other half was when you got back up to the booth after that, and your name is now on that radio booth here in the press box. The Steve Barrios home radio booth is now what it's known as. When that was revealed to you, what was your first thought?
It was just amazing. It was such a humbling experience. Like I say, the whole presentation was such a surprise, but it was humbling. Okay, to realize that maybe I've done something good here over the last 40 years. I've made an impact, and then to have the booth named in my honor was just so special.
One of the things we also kind of snuck in this year was we set up a camera in the booth during the games to record us and how we reacted to certain moments. When those videos started coming out and you actually got to see yourself reacting to some of the biggest moments that Tulane football has ever had, what has that been like for you?
Well, it's been great, but it made me realize that I really have a face for radio. Okay?
Join the club.
But no, that's been a lot of fun, and especially the Cotton Bowl. It was just fantastic to be able to capture that, in video. And a buddy of mine sent me a screenshot of me and Alden.
Yes.
Okay, just saying it's been a long time for these guys to finally share in this type of victory, and it really was. It was great.
When this season came to that conclusion, and that's the first thing you did was hug a guy who's seen all of this unfold with you. Could you have imagined this ever happening in your time in this booth?
Not really. I thought that we would be good. I thought that we might have a chance to win a conference championship, but to go to a New Year's Six Bowl and to play one of the storied programs in college football history, and then to beat them, the way that we beat them. So all of that was just historical, and it was, like you say, it was just a release of my 40 years and Alden's 29 years of seeing a lot of Tulane football. A lot of it has been not too good, but that kind of took the sting out of everything.
40 years down, 40 more to go?
We'll see. We're going to take it one at a time,
Well, the Steve Barrios home radio booth, I was awaiting you again. Thank you for 40 incredible years and many more to come. It's been a real pleasure, buddy.
Thank you. Enjoy it.